Hey, Ray Ellen joins us now. What's up, Ray?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. You like your song? You probably can't hear it.
I can't even hear it.
Yeah, it's because you're on the stream. The stream doesn't get it. It's the song
Nice.
"White and Nerdy."
I like it. Yeah,
It's perfect. Ray is our tech update guy, or our nerd alert fella, depending on how you want to look at it. He is also the illustrious bearded host of the Bearded Men of Real Estate podcast. What they say, men of a beard fly together, right? And so we are excited to have him on. Before we jump into the tech update that you have prepared for us this morning, you are also an avid deer hunter, which you and I spoke about the other day, and we had a spirited discussion on here about a smoke pole. Do you know what the old smoke pole is?
Smoke pole?
Yeah.
No.
That's
See?
black powder muzzleloader season. The smoke pole.
Oh, yeah. That's a good name for it. I like that.
That's what.
No, I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
I wouldn't yell that too loud in Arkansas. I'm just saying.
That's right.
Especially in Little Rock. You get out there in BB or somewhere like that, you can probably get away with it.
Pig suey going on.
That's right.
What's going on in your world, Ray?
Man, everything. I coming off of a weird massage yesterday.
Oh my god!
So I'm kind of sore. This lady rubbed me with like espresso and mascarpone and cheese and Marcella wine and
In
rum
Arkansas?
and cocoa powder. Yeah, it turns out she was a tear masseuse.
Okay.
I was going to say Arkansas.
I heard the shoe joke. I had to.
Okay, that was a good. Oh, you heard the shoe joke. Good.
Yeah, that was
good. I'm glad you
fantastic.
heard that one. I'm glad everybody
Love
heard that one. Yeah, that's good.
Reminded me of that one time I got the massage at the Pilot truck stop.
Yeah, there you go. Or the massage parlor right up the street here that got shut down about 6 months ago. But neither here nor there. What do you got for us this morning in the tech world, buddy?
So there's a couple of really interesting tech headlines to go through. One is that Twitter is going to start showing a warning now whenever you like a labeled tweet. So apparently they've done some research, and they've been showing a warning label when you retweet a labeled tweet. So these labels are the ones with, quote, misleading information as deemed by the Twitter fact checkers.
Right.
So now if you like that labeled tweet, it's going to warn you. There's going to be a pop-up that comes up and says, hey, did you know this has misleading information or whatever?
Fact checkers on the fact checker.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it limits the spread of tweets by 29%.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just by
So
not
it censors
having more people like
it censors a conservative post by 30%. Got it.
I mean,
Got it.
It's surprising how many conservatives are on Twitter and still use Twitter. I mean, it is a platform that they use a lot. But given how pressed down they are, I just wonder how that's going to keep up.
Well, if Parler could figure out how to make their platform, work better, and you not need a minor in computer engineering to operate the thing, it would probably be a lot better. But it's like people that have tried to recreate Facebook, or people that have tried to recreate. I think what was the timeline for LinkedIn joining the war after? I mean, was it post Facebook, pre Facebook? Do you have any idea what that
Facebook?
Post Facebook. So they might be the only real. We're trying to be like Facebook with a different value proposition that's really taken off. I mean, they do really well for what they do, but they serve their niche is so different than Facebook. I think that's what makes it possible. People don't want to change simply for the hassle of changing.
Right.
And so they know that. And so, I mean, ultimately, Candace Owens, I don't know if you've seen that headline, she's suing the fact checkers, which I think is fantastic because they're not going after Facebook, is going to give her, I think, a little bit of legal longitude there. We may see some things. We talked to he was the previous attorney, Alabama state attorney appointed by Trump, yada, yada, yada. And he asked him yesterday about what that looked like. And he said that the only way we get any change done is in the courts, right, with these big tech companies. So that may be an interesting thing to follow for sure.
Yeah, it's an interesting slant on her lawsuit for defamation, because it's basically she's saying if you can't just sit back and fact check and say things are false when they're not false, especially if you've been appointed the arbiter of truth. So
yeah,
and the more responsibility, I don't know why these guys are doing this. I mean, the more responsibility they take on for allowing what they consider to be true or not true, then the more they're going to be in hot water when something happens due to that quote unquote truth. So,
No, that's
so I thought that was
exactly right.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. For
And there's
sure.
so
one
many
more.
platforms out there.
Apple head of security accused of offering iPads as bribes for concealed gun permits. Isn't it the weirdest headline?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Run that by me just one more time.
Yeah. Okay. So the headline is Apple head of security accused of offering iPads as bribes for concealed gun permits. So apparently there was a 2-year investigation into this, and this guy was trying to get concealed weapons permits from a sheriff. Let's see what this is. Santa Clara County, I believe it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
They offered 200. The charge is they offered 200 iPads worth of about $70,000 to Captain James Jensen and Under Sheriff Rick Sung in the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office in exchange for concealed firearms licenses for Apple employees. So
At least he was a team player.
his defense attorney says that he hasn't done anything wrong. This is collateral damage with a dispute between Santa Clara and the district attorney's office. And they keep repeating, like, this guy did nothing wrong. He's going to be acquitted. But it's a 2-year investigation. And what a weird. I mean, I could see a guy saying, like, look, I've got all these iPads. We could pay you money. Or, hey, how about we treat you guys to 200 iPads for you guys to use for you and your staff. And in exchange, you can give us some. I mean, that's like the basic barter and trade system, which I'm fine with. But it's such a weird way to phrase it. I don't know. You would think someone that's like Apple's head of security would know.
Well, look, I mean, they're definitely not in Alabama because all you got to do to get a concealed carry license here is run on down to the courthouse, throw your name on a sheet of paper, and if you can buy a gun, you can tote it, by God. And that's how it ought to. That's how it ought to be, if you ask me. I mean, I'm just a fan of the Constitution. I don't know where that puts me in the whole grand scheme of things, but it doesn't surprise me some snowflake from California tried to bribe his way into a gun permit because it's probably impossible to get in California.
It's probably very difficult to get in Kelly.
Ray Allen, I appreciate you, buddy. Good talking to you this morning. Again, the Bearded Men of Real Estate podcast. Be sure to check those guys out. Ray, in fact, his co-host is from California, right?
Yep.
So there you go.
And the National Association of Realtors is getting sued by the DOJ. That's what we're going to talk about on today's show.
Wow. We'll definitely have to tune into that for sure. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. Ray Allen, thank you so much, buddy. We will be right back.